Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this card making tutorial. Today we're making this balloon themed birthday card featuring the Balloon Festoon stamp and die set from Stampin' Up. And I just love this little bunch of balloons here. It's just lovely. It's just such a traditional birthday card and it just makes me smile. And I kept to very much a primary colours here, so blue, red and yellow. So let's make another together. So we need some scrap basic white. And this is the Balloon Festoon stamp set. So let's take this out. And we're going to need our balloon. It's going to be our main. Sorry about the noise there. Made a bit of a crackle and pop. So first colour we're going to use is this one called Hydrangea U, and this is a new in colour. And these are the new stamp pads. These are magnetic. So as you can see, they clip together and they don't fall. So really useful. So let's stamp our balloons. Get this really nicely inked up because it's a big area. And initially it might seem blotchy, but it does smooth out beautifully. Right, so there we go. That's the first one. So let me bring in my simple shading so that we can clean up as we go along. So that is Hydrangea U. Now I'm going to use some, just making sure this is really clean. You don't want to contaminate anything. I'm going to use some Daffodil Delight. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to have some real red. And we're going to have 5 balloons. Okay, give that a clean up. And let's put this back in its little holder. And then I'm going to find a sentiment which says, Happy Birthday. I need a block. And I'm just going to do it along the bottom here. I'll do it, I think, in real red again. There we go. Happy birthday. Lovely jubbly. Right, clean that up. And now I'm going to cut these balloons out using the matching dies and I will be back. Okay, so everything is coloured in now. So now we are going to just make some little strings for our balloons. So I'm just going to cut here from some baker's twine, some basic white baker's twine, and I'm just going to cut 5 strings, so roughly the same size. So that's 3, 4, 5. I've got a little bit left over for another day. All right. Now I'm going to attach these on the back. I'm just going to attach them on the back using a tiny piece of what do you call this stuff? Tear tape. That's the name, tear tape. Right, so let's put one here. I'm just going to put a bit of tear tape on the back. hold that in place. Do the same here. I'm not trying to be too fussy about it. As long as it sticks on the back, that's what's important. You can use whatever adhesive you want. Personally, I find cherry tape works for me. As I said before, adhesive is a personal thing. You know, what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for somebody else, because we all have different ways of crafting, different styles, and some are so much slower than others are faster. We do things in different ways. We're human. It's normal. So you do what works for you. Right. There, we've got all those bits done. So here is our sentiment. And I think I'm going to trim a little bit more off the top here. So I'm just going to bring my trimmer in and eyeball it as always. And a bit off the back of this side here. And whoopsie. And then let's see how far I want my points to go. I don't want them to go any further than that. Right. So now I need to find the center of this piece. The easiest way to do that is, I find, is just to fold it in half. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put that half in the trimmer. If you're scared about it staying in place, use a bit of post-it note tape or a bit of washi tape or something. And then bring this in as far as I want. I didn't do that very straight, did I? Oh well. We'll start again. That'll do. Right. Let me show you after I've made a fudge out of that, what it's meant to look like. And I'm going to go in from the corners here and just meet that one in the centre there to make my banner like that. I think I'm going to go in a bit further. Not totally even, despite what I did, but it's homemade. It's not meant to be factory made. It's made with love. Now here's me trying to fix it. I'm not really making it even worse. It's going to have to stay like that. Right, well, let's build our card. Stop faffing off. Right, last time I used Azure Afternoon, and these from the base, these are the Brights painted patterns designer series paper. This time I'm using Daffodil Delight, also from the Brights collection. It's my favourite collection is the Brights. I like bright and bold. It's me, so there we go. Alright, so let's arrange our balloons how we want them. So I'm going to have one there. So now I'm going to take the backing off the tearing tape. Put a little bit of Tombow down. And I'm going to just put one right about there. And then I think I'm going to want a blue one. next. Okay, well, I guess that doesn't stick down very well, did it? Well, here it goes, back in the adhesive. Fine now, once I've got this. And then going to have this last one here. And then this one will pop up on some dimensionals. So let's get a couple of those out. Right. Just put this like that. And I think I want I want to put down my sentiment next. So I'm going to use some of my edges for this. Because it's all good dimensions, so don't waste it. There we go. Lovely. The nice thing about edges as well is less backings to take off. Comes off in one fell swoop. Let's put this down here. And then I'm just going to snip off my ends like that. And let's gather some of these backings and get them out the way. And then for finishing touches, I'm going to use some of these red and white peppermints. And I'm just going to scatter a few here and there, like that. So there you have two versions of the same card. You've got the Azure Afternoon and the Daffodil Delight. You can tell me which you prefer. I hope you've enjoyed this card. If you have, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. If you want any of the products, you'll find everything listed and linked in the description box below, and all the measurements are on my blog post, also listed in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.